Hey everyone, Pastor David here. Just wanted to take a minute and drop you a notice of what's going on with the church. You know, with everything that's going on in our nation, our city, it's kind of nice to get a video instead of just writing out and sending an email out to everybody. You know, these are some very exciting times. There are some worrisome times, and I just want to encourage you. Don't be afraid. Fear is not a spirit of God, but of our enemy. And, you know, that's easy to say, but it's also hard to remember. And that's why it's so important to really stay focused on God, reading and in prayer, spending time in God's Word, spending time in study, right? And let me just say, if you're having problems with fear and with worry right now, drop me an email. And I've got some scriptures that will help you in praying through some of that. You know, one of the things that I was thinking about is the fact that Easter is almost here. Not only is Easter almost here, but it's really right on top of us. And I just want to let you know that Resurrection Sunday is still on. It's very easy to forget that Easter is right around the corner, being cooped up in the house. This Sunday is Palm Sunday. Friday is Good Friday. And the following Sunday, April the 12th, is Resurrection Sunday. And as you see there on the screen, it is on. We will have service time beginning at 10:30. Next Sunday, Easter Sunday, April 12th, it will start at 10:30, so we have the extra time to get things done. Now, I will start the video somewhere around 10:20, and that gives us 10 minutes to get online, 10 minutes to kind of chat with everybody that's in the room, and just say, hey, what's going on? How's things working for you? Things of that nature. And then at 10:30, we're going to kick it off. Now, I got to thinking about Easter. And how can we have some fun with this? What can we do? I mean, we're cooped up at home, right? And what can we do to make this a little bit more interesting? So here's some ideas that I've come up with. Number one, Easter best. All right, so here's the deal. When I was growing up, my mom would take my sister and I out, and she would spend a couple of months of saving money up, and then go out a couple of weeks before Easter, and she would buy me a new suit, my sister a new dress. And then come Easter Sunday, we got all dressed up, and we went to church in our Easter best. And that's something that I thought, well, we could probably incorporate that into our services this Easter. So here's what I'm thinking. Get dressed up in your Easter best and take a photo. Go outside, get among the bluebonnets and take a photo. Do something fun. Have some fun with it. Take 2 or 3 photos. And I want you to email me those photos. You got my email address, but just in case, pastord@commercenazarene.org. Send me those pictures. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a montage of pictures that will be displayed before service starts, right? That 10-minute window when you get logged in at 10:20. So between 10:20 and 10:30, that video is going to be going and showing all these pictures of you guys in your Easter best. And as you're watching on Sunday, you can take some of those photos and drop them into the comments section. Use the hashtag. You can see it there on your screen. Easter at BOLCN. The hash mark is that pound symbol that's above the 3. So do a shift 3, and that'll create that pound symbol. And then Easter at BOLCN. All right, create that hashtag. And as another one, you can also use hashtag worshiping together. Now, along that same line, so this Sunday, as you and your family are sitting around and you're watching the video, I want you to take a video. Take a picture of you and your family worshiping together. Right? You're gathered there, around the TV, you're gathered there around the computer, whatever it is, take a picture and then post it in the comments and put the hashtag worshiping together in the comments. And we're just going to have some fun with that. Now, another thing I thought about is, this Saturday should be our get together with everybody and having an Easter egg hunt, etc. And of course, with COVID-19, that kind of put that out of the prospect. Not to mention the fact that we got rain coming in on Saturday. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to have an Easter egg hunt anyway. Well, how are we going to have an Easter egg hunt? Pretty simple. I am going to hide Easter eggs in the sanctuary, as well as within the video itself. It might be during music, it might be during the message, who knows? But I'm going to put some Easter eggs out there for you to find. So you get your kids, right? You come together and you're watching the video, you're having a good time, you're worshiping together, hashtag worshiping together, you're having a good time, and an Easter egg pops up. Well, there's one. All right, you're looking at the sanctuary. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them up. And tell me at the end, how many Easter eggs did you and your family find on Easter Sunday? Drop them into the comment, right? And lastly, we're going to have Easter communion. Huh? Easter communion? Well, yeah, sure. I mean, we're talking about resurrection, our Savior's resurrection, and communion is all about that. So why not have communion on Easter? But Pastor, we're at our home, and you're like at the church. You're right. So here's what I've done. I have ordered some of those little prepackaged cups and wafers, and they will be in on either Monday or Tuesday of this week. I need you to get a hold of me. Email me, call me, say, hey, I want my package. And we'll make arrangements for you to come out, either to the church or to the house, or I'll come to you and bring you the package of the cup and the wafer. So we'll get that to you, and we're going to have communion on Easter Sunday. Just need you to drop that note to me so I know. The next thing, speaking of services and all, according to our wonderful governor, he has put out a new executive order, and of course it's now extended our recess time, if you will. Our hanging out in our homes have been extended now to April 30th. But in his executive order, he also said that the church is an essential service. The church is an essential service. That means that as such, we can actually come together, we can meet and have service. Now, there are some caveats to that. If you can have an online service, then he wants you to have an online service. Obviously, we're going to do that. We're going to continue doing live broadcasts. We're going to continue putting it out on Facebook and on YouTube. You can watch it from our website. You do not have to have a YouTube. You do not have to have a Facebook account. You can actually go to commercenazarene.org, and there's a button right there on the very front that says Watch Live. And when you click on it, it will take you to the video that is running. It'll either be the video from last week, or it will be this week's video. But you will be able to see that video from the website itself. You do not have to have a Facebook account. So we're going to continue doing that, but I will also tell you that the church building will be open. If you wish to come out, if you have that need, that desire to come and be a part of the worship service in person, then I invite you to do so. We will maintain CDC rules of separation, social distancing as they call it. But we will have service, and I do invite you to come out and participate if you feel like it. Now, let me say this while I'm on that subject. If you are running a fever, or if someone in your family is running a fever, please stay home. I do not want you at the church. If you're not feeling well and you're just not certain, be certain of this: stay home. We need you to be safe. If you have a compromised immune system, George, I'm talking to you. If you have a compromised immune system, you need to stay home. I'm not saying that the church is contaminated or anything of that nature. I just want to be safe for you. We are cleaning, and I expect that Sunday morning the church will be clean and there's nothing for us to worry about. But still, I need to go with safety and precautions on all that. Now, most of our services activities are canceled during this time, but we are still having Bible study. The Bereans are meeting every Thursday night at 6 p.m. and we are walking through chapter by chapter the book of Psalms. I invite you to come out and join us. It starts at 6 p.m. You'll notice the website, https://j/254-286-251. That is the meeting ID with the location to go to get logged in. You can actually go directly to that address. If you've never used Zoom before, it's going to download the video player to your computer and initiate that video conference and get you connected. It starts at 6 p.m. Now, if you're camera shy, it's okay. We've got a couple that are camera shy and they don't turn the video on, and that's fine. I just appreciate the fact that they are there. We've actually grown our attendance for Bible study on Thursday nights by offering it online through the video conferencing that we're doing. So we're going to keep that going as well. And that is an opportunity then for you to come and to get in and study the Bible. Remember at the very beginning I talked about encouraging you and don't be afraid, stay in God's Word. Well, this is the opportunity to do that very thing, to get into God's Word, to talk about it with other believers, brothers and sisters, and to work it out. Work out your faith with one another. And so I just want to say that 6 p.m. Thursday evenings, you are welcome to come and join us as part of the Bible study. And then lastly, I want to mention prayer requests. Obviously we're not meeting together, and it does create an issue. Well, how do I get my prayer request to the pastor? How do I get it to the church that I have a need? And we've got that figured out. You'll notice that there on the overhead is another website address, bolcn.churchcenter.com/people/form/86779. And that is an online form that you can use to fill out or to send in your prayer request needs to the church. And as you fill that out, as you click send on that, it will be sent to the prayer team. The form goes to our database, and that in turn lets our prayer team know that there is a need, someone has requested prayer, and know that we will begin praying for you. And that really is pretty much all. Well, that's no pretty much at all. That is everything that I've got for us as we move into this weekend. This weekend we will have services online, just as we've done. Service starts at 10:45. I will have the video up and running by 10:35. You got 10 minutes to kind of chat and have a good time and get your coffee, maybe get you some donuts, get you some breakfast, whatever it is, and get yourself ready to worship. And I want to encourage you as you do that, Make your home a sanctuary. Make it a tabernacle, a place where God's presence, His Shekinah glory, can come and inhabit the praises as you offer them up. Right? So as Ryan and Courtney lead us in worship, lift up your hands, lift up your voices. Man, if you get excited and you want to dance, there's nobody going to be watching. So you can actually just worship God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. Make wherever it is that you're at, make it your sanctuary, make it your tabernacle, a place where God's glory can dwell. And then worship Him with all your heart, with all your might. And remember, take a picture as you're worshiping. Hashtag worshiping together. Drop it in the comments. I want to see you at worship. And we'll have time of worship, time of prayer, time of the Word, and we'll just spend time together. I'm looking forward to what God has for us in these times. And this Sunday's message, I'm actually going to be talking about Barabbas and what happened with him. That exchange that took place. Man, when He did that, when Jesus did that for Barabbas, when He did it for you, that was known as the Great Exchange. And wow, what a thing that God would do that. Jesus Christ would exchange His life for your life. We're going to talk about that on Sunday. And let God just minister to each of us. Let His Spirit minister to our hearts as we do that. So with all that, I'm going to sign off now. I planned on keeping this to within 5 minutes, and I can see I'm hitting 17 minutes now. So y'all have a good evening, a good Saturday, and remember, Sunday best. All right, get photos of you guys dressed up. Hashtag Easter at BOLCN, and then hashtag worshiping together. All right, so we'll see you online. God bless, and have a great weekend.